East and the train services, you name it, we've got all sorts of problems. Let me start by talking about the airports, because we've just heard that all flights are suspended out of Luton now. We didn't have any problems there earlier on. The runway's just being swept. There's still disruption at Southampton, Gatwick, Heathrow, Stansted, London City. It's not just the South East. Leeds, Bradford affected. Newcastle have got delays and cancellations there. And I know that we spoke to someone at Stansted saying that all the flights are cancelled on the board. Three-quarters of all flights in and out at Stansted seem to be cancelled, and now they've cancelled the trains.
So people are stuck there now.
That's going to be one of the major problems with airports, is that a lot of the train services can't get in and out of the airports. Gatwick Express, I think, is suffering difficulties, as are Stansted Express. And also, because the road network is really out of action across much of the South East, people just aren't going to be able to get to the airports, even if they do think they're going to get on the flights, which they probably won't.
Well, we've just had a call from our producer who's trapped at Stansted, says it's complete chaos. Three-quarters of flights in and out have been cancelled on the board, and lots of people are turning up, and now they've cancelled the trains, they can't get back out again.
Yeah,
so that's
exactly.
the danger. What is the picture on the rails, and most of them disrupted this morning?
It's not actually that easy to find out, because National Rail's website has just fallen over, I guess, through just sheer volume of traffic. But many of the services, most services, I think it's safe to say, across the South East of England are restricted. South West trains are suspended between London, Waterloo and Epsom. South Eastern trains suspended between Victoria and Gillingham, Charing Cross and Tunbridge, replaced by buses on all their routes. If they're running a service at all, it's going to be a bus. First Great Western reduced service. Southern services between Brighton and Victoria and East Grinstead, they're all suspended. So the general picture is that most services are suspended or restricted.
And still no buses in London?
There are no buses running in London at all today, and there aren't going to be until at least this afternoon, and that's the most optimistic outlook.
And then, so you could go by underground, or could you?
Well, you can try going by underground, but I think the only line that's running without any delays is the Victoria line. Every other line is at least partly suspended.
Is that because it's underground all the way, isn't it?
It's like I was saying earlier on, the Victoria line, yeah. From Walthamstow all the way through to Brixton is underground the whole way, so not affected by snow. All the others at the ends of the lines are having problems with the snow.
We're hearing reports that the Highways Agency might be having difficulties with their website because people are trying to get information from there as well. So if you are trying to get on websites, like you're saying, the rail websites, the Highways Agency websites, it might be better just to either call or listen to local radio stations, because they'll have all the details that you need.
Right.
Thank you,
Thanks.
Nick.
You're welcome.
See you a bit later.
It's been snowing, it's still snowing, and guess what? It's going to snow some more. Here's Carol.
It certainly is, Billy. Top of the class for you. It's been snowing quite heavily, especially south of the M25 in the southeastern corner this morning and overnight. Started last night. Some parts have had as much as 10 inches or more. 10 inches is 25 centimetres. So it's not really surprising the Met Office still do have out a severe weather warning for heavy snow. Now, this now encompasses most of the British Isles. The exceptions are parts of the west of Great Britain and also Northern Ireland. So you can see the snow showers still continuing as we go through the course of the morning. Some deep snow, some icy conditions, and that snow moving in towards the northeast of England and also eastern parts of Scotland. Now we've got gusty winds, so the snow is likely to drift, and over the Pennines and the Grampians, for example, we could be looking at blizzards. But the northwest of Scotland faring much better. It's drier, but it's cold. Northern Ireland seeing some snow as well in the south, but for much of Northern Ireland it's a dry start to the day. And for Wales, we're back into the snow showers as we are across the northwest of England and indeed the southwest of England too. Now the snow showers and the snow itself will continue as we go through the course of today. It may ease back a touch in the southeast, but it won't last, because this afternoon there's more snow coming our way. And we could see another 5 to 10 inches, especially so on higher ground. It's cold, as I mentioned. We've got that bitterly cold wind coming off a cold continent. Temperatures in London freezing, Newcastle the same, but it'll feel more like -5 in Newcastle and -4 in London. Now, as we go through the rest of the day, there's a second batch of snowfall pushing right up into eastern Scotland. We'll have some across Northern Ireland into Wales, and it's going to be icy overnight. The snow's not going to melt. So tomorrow, a wee bit of a respite, if you like, but nonetheless there's still going to be snow across parts of Scotland, England and Wales, not quite as much as today, and still feeling bitterly cold. And even on Wednesday, we're looking at some further snow across northern Scotland and across England and Wales. We're likely to see further snow showers. Now, what's happening on Wednesday and Thursday is we have another area of low pressure coming in, and that's going to bring the snow. So if you are travelling this week, again, do keep in touch with the weather forecast. And just to highlight the serious nature of the weather, yesterday, for example, the Met Office actually issued what we call an emergency flash. That's just telling us that the weather is going to be pretty severe, which of course is exactly what has happened. That's it. Back to you two.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Carol.
Latest airport news.
Yes, you go first.
Both runways now at Heathrow.
Yeah.
Both closed.
And we were telling you about Luton, Leeds Bradford, Southampton, London City, Stansted, Gatwick, all disruption. No problems at East Midlands Airport.
There you go to Nottingham.
We hear flights running as normal. Everybody heading to the Leicester area as we speak.
What better day to choose, if you're an airline, to release your results? Here's Simon.
Yes, that leads me nicely on to Ryanair results this morning. They've caught a bit of a financial...